So for chapter 18, we did our company Sears, which focused on customer service, and then we highlighted some of the key terms, which customer service is defined as the set of activities and programs undertaken by retailers to make the shopping experience more rewarding and enjoyable. And then there's the communication gap, which is the difference between the actual service provided to the customers and the service the retailer promotion program promises. And so then we also have delivery gap, and that's the difference between the retailer's service standards and the actual service it provides to the customers, as well as the knowledge gap, which reflects the difference between customers' expectations and the realtor's perception of the customer's expectations. So then customer service at Sears builds a competitive advantage through customer service with three strategies. Personalized or standardized customer service, where personalized it relies on sales associates, and standardized emphasizes on rules, procedures, and the store design.
And then we also have customers who evaluate a retailer's customer service. So customers do this by comparing perceptions and with expectations or services that are delivered by the company itself. And Sears does this as well. And the ultimate thing that you want to achieve is to strive to satisfy the customer in the end.
And along with that, we actually have surveys that you can fill out on the receipts, and if you get a 10 out of 10 on the survey, you get a gold star and you get to put it on your lanyard. So that's one of the things that you try to strive for as a working at Sears.
So continuing with customer service, activities a retailer can undertake to provide high quality customer service. They need to close the gap between service delivery and what a customer is expecting, and then there's service failure strategies, and there's 3 steps to it. So it's listening to the customer, providing a fair solution to the problem that is at hand, and then resolving the problem as quickly as possible, because you always want to satisfy the customer. And retailers misuse the information that they gain from the customers, the complaints that they hear and everything else, and that they learn to recover efforts to prevent service failures in the future and to make sure it doesn't happen again.
So what are the biggest challenges of providing good customer service at Sears? First off, when I talked to my boss, he said finding good employees. Obviously, if you're not showing up, you can't really provide any good customer service. And then also getting them trained with a high turnover rate. He talked about how this is a college town and there's a lot of college students, so there can be a higher turnover rate, and it's kind of hard to train employees and keep them around if they're in college and trying to do other things. And then when we have a turnover rate, we have to train those employees and train them properly. And then, when they're always coming, or they get a rotation, it's hard to keep people understanding of what Sears is all about and how they're trying to provide service. And how do they train employees in regards to customer service? So we have a new hire welcome. In the first 2 weeks, you have to take 4 hours worth of actual online or computer training to deal with some customers, and there's also other types of training out there, not just customer service. But also we do what's known as a coaching and observations. So one time each month you have an observation with your boss, and with that they kind of go through with metrics and things that you could be doing on improving your pitch and on improving good customer service. And also each month you have to do what's known as compliance training. That has to do with some customer service aspects as well. And how does Sears make it easier for employees to provide good customer service? They try to give us all the tools that we need to overcome obstacles and provide support. So let's say we're having issues. There's a number we call, and it gives the direct calls right to the manager, or else we can page for the manager to come. And at times that can be really helpful, because usually the manager will come right away, but when it's busy, it can be kind of hard for them to hear when they're talking and having conversations with people, because if let's say they're engaged and they don't hear the code 2 to come to HI or home improvement, then they're going to be 10, 15 minutes late, and then the customer's just sitting there waiting. So that can provide some issues, but also at times it's really helpful when you just call a code 2 and they come within the next like 3 or 4 minutes. And how do we handle customer service failures? So when I asked my boss this, and I've actually seen him do this, he said apologize, adjust, and act. And this is right from the book. There's a 3-step failure strategies, which is like listening to the customer and what kind of issues they're having, providing a fair solution, and then resolving the problem quickly. And I think that last point, resolving the problem quickly, is kind of one of the biggest, because people don't want to sit there for 20, 30 minutes and wait and have to, just wait for like I said, when I call the manager, and then once we do get them there, if they're taking another 30 minutes to resolve the issue, then they're there for like an hour just trying to resolve one problem. They're not going to shop at Sears anymore. And how do we be fair with dealing with customers? There we go. If the situation occurs, my boss would be like, what do you think's fair? And then he'll say what he thinks is fair, and they'll try to meet in the middle. And I think that's the best way to do it, by compromising with the customer. At least as long as he's not, what I said to him, he go, you're not lowballing them, right? And he goes, no, I don't try to do that. I try to do what he feels is fair. And at times, the customer is like, I want the full refund. Well, we can't give you the full refund because it wasn't under warranty, but what can we do to kind of meet in the middle? So I think that's probably the best way to dealing with most of our situations at Sears. And that's it.
So overall, it's basically just you want to satisfy the customer and you want to make sure that they are happy with your service or your product in the end, because that's the main goal. So.
Any questions?